Now that you have it out of the box, you want to lift it up, and we want to go ahead and assemble the handle. You can just lift it up just like this, right? Just make sure it's on a nice surface where it won't fall over or anything. And you just want to identify these two holes here and these two holes here, right? That's exactly where you're going to assemble your handle. Whenever you lift your machine up, I like to use a piece of our packaging just so it doesn't damage the locking mechanism here. All right, now that you have your machine up, you want to grab your retractable handle and bring it out of the box. Now your retractable handle, there's a couple of things to just kind of note. Here is the spring plunger. So this is how you unlock the handle. So you would pull it and it locks in, right? So you have your spring plunger here, and this is a really important thing to note on the handle. You always want to be able to see your spring plunger, right? You also want to note that this handle has these two washers at the bottom, and these two washers are going to go right here at these bottom two holes, right? And these washers are always going to face the machine, right? So you want to kind of get your machine in that way and grab your screws, and you want to hand tighten these first. So the next thing you want to do is go to your hardware and get the long screws. These long screws are going to go just like this. Long screws are going to go where the washers are, and the shorter screws are going to go where there are no washers, right? And then you're going to tighten it with your Allen wrench. If you put one side in first and then the other side will fall in perfectly, you want to grab one of the longer ones, and I'm starting at the bottom where the washer is, right? So you put it through, and we always like to hand tighten first. So whenever you hand tighten, you just make sure you don't mess up the thread. You don't have to go super tight. And then you want to grab another long screw, goes at the bottom. You never want to force your screws in. If it gets stuck halfway, then it's probably crooked. Then you want to get your smaller ones and then go up here at the top. Again, hand tightening is the best. Last one, and you might want to flip this spring plunger to get to this last one. Once you're done hand tightening, you want to grab your Allen wrench and start screwing it in. And we like to do snug first after your hand tightening, so kind of tighten it to get pretty snug, and then you can go over it, make sure it's nice and tight. Once you have everything assembled, you just want to check your handle. Has 3 different adjustments. So that's the second one, that's the third one, all right? And there you go, there's your retractable handle. So the next thing you want to do is reach in this bag, and you have your handle. This is the back handle that goes right here. Really nice addition to the machine. So now that you have your handle, you want to identify the 2 holes, and these 2 holes are going to be right between the last star and the second to last right here. Right? You want to grab your 2 screws and your Allen wrench. What I like to do is put the screw right in this handle hole, put my Allen wrench on it first, just kind of make sure I'm nice and comfortable, that way I'm not fighting it. Then you can slowly get it in there. You can kind of let it hang and slowly, you don't want to do it too tight. Again, you got to do your other one, but get your first screw in there, grab the second screw, lift your handle up, do your second screw. Once you have these in there, you want to make sure they're nice and tight. And there you go. You got your back handle ready.